Grove Village is home to the largest industrial park in the United States. It's a community of makers, companies that invent, design, manufacture. When your neighbors are makers, the supply chain gets shorter and profits grow. It's why businesses thrive here. Elk Grove Village. Makers want it.
Davey knows a thing or two about getting results. So do we. Elk Grove Village can help your business get big.
Run Golf Links, a year-round facility featuring great food and fun. Our newly remodeled clubhouse features 22 large-screen TVs, plus daily food and drink specials. Bring your friends and play around on one of our full-swing golf simulators featuring over 85 courses. With all this, Fox Run is also the perfect place to host your next meeting or special event. Visit us today at foxrungolflinks.com for more information on indoor leagues and special events.
In these uncertain times, America needs a man whose very presence will instill confidence and commitment into this precious land. A brave man who will bring innovation and clarity to the American landscape. That man is... Hello! Ralph the Robot. Fridays at 9, only on Channel 6.
Elk Grove Village is home to the largest industrial park in the United States. It's a community of makers, companies that invent, design, manufacture. When your neighbors are makers, the supply chain gets shorter and profits grow. It's why businesses thrive here. Elk Grove Village. Makers want it.
Davey knows a thing or two about getting results. So do we. Elk Grove Village can help your business get big.
Lakes Run Golf Links, a year-round.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Elk Grove, Illinois, where we are live for some Grenadiers softball here this afternoon. The Grens are hosting the Mustangs of Rolling Meadows High School to finish off the trifecta versus Elk Grove and Rolling Meadows this week. I'm Chris Randall, joined by my partner, Gabe Newman. Gabe, how do you see this one playing out, and how do the Grens come out victorious on top here this afternoon?
Well, Chris, it's a pleasure to share the mic with you again. We did a lacrosse game on Thursday, and now we're doing this game today. Keep your head on a swivel with the foul balls today. Elk Grove is really hot right now. They've won 4 straight home games, and they come in with a record of 15-7. Much different than Rolling Meadows, who is 10 games under at 17-7. Elk Grove is a half a game behind Buffalo Grove for second place in the MSLE, so they'll be more hungry to win this one.
As Delbucci grounds out towards Geiringer and first out of the inning there, as you were saying.
Yeah, Elk Grove has more to play for. Rolling Meadows, it's not really their year, and Elk Grove is under the leadership of legendary head coach Ken Grams, is right in the thick of things as always.
Yeah, so the first batter for Rolling Meadows grounded out to Geiringer at third base. As Elk Grove lines up in the outfield, Garcia in center, Wirtz in left, and Brunnan right. Across the diamond, it'll be Kogelberg at first, Andre at second, Trausch at short, Geiringer at third. As Andre gets a ground ball here from the third baseman, McQueen of Rolling Meadows. 2 up, 2 down for the starting pitcher, Erica Gore. And behind the plate for the Grens is Maria Smith.
Yep, she was the backup catcher last year behind Megan Malarczyk, and Malarczyk is off to play the outfield for Western Michigan.
We've done a couple games with Mark Malarczyk, great guy. So talked a lot about his daughter and her experience so far at the Maction School, Western Michigan, the Broncos. As catcher Ashlyn Ferguson takes ball number 1 low, as she is doing pretty well, batting average-wise, best hitter on the Rolling Meadows team, 425, fouls that one off straight back. Evens the count up at 1 apiece. Erica Gore coming off a injury from last year that sidelined her for the whole year. And she's throwing pretty well here, 3-3 so far in her couple appearances, only 20 and a third innings pitched. But that's resulted in 20 Ks and a 3.79 ERA. So getting her feet back underneath her, and every outing it seems to be she's been more dominant, as well as they've been very well worked out in the circle with Geiringer right behind her throwing a 395. We'll see if she throws here this afternoon. As there is Ferguson grounding out to Trausch, throws it over to Kogelberg. 3 ground outs across the infield for Elk Grove, and it's a 1-2-3 inning there.
Yeah, Erica Gore, I'm really excited to see how she pitches today. Being on the baseball team last year, never really got a chance to watch the softball games, but I always heard great stuff about Erica, and I'm really excited to see. She's a real dominant pitcher, and so you said she was sidelined last year, so back this year, hopefully for her sake, she can continue that dominance.
Yeah, absolutely. As Grenadiers are going to need it, all hands on deck, as they do have 3 pitchers that they use, as alongside as Geiringer, Gore, and then Aaliyah Garcia. Not as much as the other 2, but, always good to change the pace up, and that's exactly what Garcia does with a great drop ball and change-up mix. So line up here for the Meadows as they take the field. Dalbosio in center field for Rolling Meadows. Then you have in left field Nell Ostras, and right field Vanessa Cabos across the diamond. It's going to be McQueen at third, Brand at first, Graziani at second, who is not hitting for Rolling Meadows. And their shortstop is going to be Pilawakowis. And then in the circle is Iris Jordan. Behind the plate, Ashlyn Ferguson. Iris Jordan here this year, 5.93 RA, 43 and 2/3 inning pitched with 23 Ks. So a little bit of a workhorse for them, but not as much as the shortstop. And that is Pilawakowis, as she has thrown 76 and 2/3 inning pitched, with 5.84 ERA and 77 Ks. So we'll see if we see the shortstop here this afternoon. And to lead off for the Grenadiers is going to be Aaliyah Garcia, as what we've noticed so far is this Grenadiers lineup very top heavy. First 1 through 5 look to make some noise. Then hopefully you get a couple hits here from the bottom couple of players. You know, those players are young though, so a lot to grow for them.
Yeah, definitely a lot to learn in high school sports. It's not solely about wins in high school sports. It's about creating quality women in the case of softball and men in case of boys sports.
First pitch here for Garcia takes strike number 1 low. And that was a great pitcher's pitch there, started off by Iris Jordan.
Yeah, if he's going to give that bottom outside corner, it's going to be a very fruitful day for pitchers.
It's a beautiful day here this afternoon, so we do hope you enjoy it. Wind is blowing slightly into left from left field as this one's hit to left center field. And a snow cone catch by the center fielder, Del Basio. And, man, a little miscommunication out there at the end, though. It worked out, fly out to center field for Aaliyah Garcia.
Yeah, a little miscommunication, but it's always the center fielder's ball in the outfield. They're the captain of the entire defense. They have priority over any fly ball. And so, nice job by the left fielder there to back down at the last second.
Brings up the third baseman, Gearinger. She leads the team in home runs this year with 10 of them, as well as hitting a .506 average. So look out for her bat. This one's popped straight up, though, and the catcher squeezes it for out number 2, Ferguson. And now it brings out Ariana Trausch, who is the leading batting average player for this squad, .568, 9 home runs. Just all-around fantastic player, Ariana Trausch. See if she can get a 2-out rally going here for the Grens in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, and she was a force on this team last year, too. She was one of the best hitters in the team and has continued to be that this year in her senior year.
Yeah, we can takes ball number 2 here, 2-0 count as she's got 42 hits, 43 RBIs, 37 runs, 6 doubles, 3 triples, 5 stolen bases. I mean, you can just continue to list these numbers. They're unbelievable here for the senior shortstop, Ariana Trausch. She fights this one off into the parking lot, and it's 2-1.
I wonder what the over-under is for amount of cars that were hit by a foul ball traveling down that road. Definitely has to have happened at some point.
Not this year while we've been on the air here. I'm sure maybe off the air, but Trausch now fights this one, and the catch by the second baseman, Graziani, makes it a 1-2-3 inning for both sides. And we go to the second. Both teams still looking for hits here.
Yeah, just a little jam shot to second base and easy for Graziani to make the grab on that one.
Due up for the Meadows is Sophia Cabos, Iris Jordan, and Mia Pilawakowis. And if we get to the fourth hitter in the inning, there's going to be the left fielder, Nell Osteris.
Chris, grab your sidewalk chalk and join the fun in drawing positive pictures and messages during the Community Charter Coalition's Chalk It Up to Character Week. This new event runs from May 12th through May 18th. Schools, businesses, governmental organizations, churches, scouts, and residents are all invited to participate. Take a picture of your artwork and send it to treasurer@ccceg.org. Look for it on the CCC website and social media. If you have any questions, contact Tammy Miller at millertammy660@gmail.com.
Yeah, starts next Monday the 12th, so if you're participating, we look forward to seeing all those social media posts by that company, and if you are interested, definitely do it. It's a good good cause, so definitely look into that one more, as you've heard it a lot here on EGTV, and we'll continue to do it. As that brings up the DP here, Sofia Cabos. She is hitting .370, 2 home runs for this Meadows squad as she takes ball 1 low from the pitcher, Erica Gore. The 1-0 pitch here for Gore. On the inside part of the plate, and a strike. Good location, good reception by the catcher, Smith.
Yeah, that umpire's giving the pitches low. A lot of umpires like to give a little love low, because if they give it high at this level, the hitters will adjust to it.
Cabo swinging, missing on a high fastball, a little late on that one. Gore up 1-2 on the count.
When you're protecting a high zone, you're more likely to foul it straight back into the umpire's mask. I learned that the hard way.
Ball low, yes, same.
It's not fun. It happens though.
2-2 count here on Cabos, the DP. Pitch high on laid off, full count here.
Good spot for America, just a little off the plate. I like that pitch though. See what she brings on a payoff.
3-2 pitch on its way, fouled off by Cabos. We'll do it over. 3-2, nobody out here. Top of the second, tied at 0. As Elk Grove wearing green tops, white bottoms, green socks for Rolling Meadows, black tops, white bottoms, and purple socks. 3-2, fouled off once again, same exact spot. And we will do it over. 3-2. The umpires can call time and dust off the plate real quick.
It is to absolutely no surprise to me that Sofia Cabos is batting .370. She seems like a really good hitter, spoiling off some tough pitches from Gore.
She takes ball number 4, and we have our first base runner of this afternoon belonging to Rolling Meadows, Sofia Cabos, drawing the 7-pitch walk. And that brings up the starting pitcher, Irish Jordan.
Just an excellent plate appearance there from Cabos.
Gort got a good one there. Moving in on the right-handed batter, Jordan, swinging a miss, 0-1. See if Gore goes right back to that. 0-1 pitch. She does, grounder up the middle. Andre dives and it slips under her glove. Rolls into Garcia in center field. Rolling Meadows has something brewing here. Nobody out. Runners on first and second in the top of the second inning. First hit of the game as well.
Good piece of hitting there from Jordan. Andrade had a beat on it, but it was just a little out of her reach. 2 on, nobody out.
Bringing up the shortstop, Pillar Palkuis.
Some sort of a lineup discrepancy, it looks like. Clarification from the umpire.
We have a pinch runner, number 27, Tara Rozansky, pinch running here for the pitcher, Irish Jordan.
Courtesy runner.
Pilowopkois takes ball number 1 on the outside half, just missed there. Smith was set up on the inside part of the plate. See how the Grens respond here, nobody out. As that was a defensive hack by Pilowopkois, 1-1.
She committed to swinging way too late there, and she probably wouldn't want to watch that one back.
1-1 pitch from Gore. Just missed off the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Looked like he gave that one up earlier in this inning towards Cabos. But we're at 2-1 here.
Just a little farther inside.
Fight off to the right side into the fans. 2-2. 1 pitch away here for Gore to get an out.
There's a big pitch here for Gore. 2-2. Really want to get an out without advancing the base runners here.
2-2 pitch, grounded in, hit off the shin guard of Smith. Cabo stays put, and we're back at full here. Gore throwing a lot of pitches so far this inning.
Yeah, she's up to 24 so far in the first inning of work, and then these three batters here in the second.
Swung and a miss there by Pilawopkowicz. Strike number 3, gets out number 1, and brings up the left fielder, Osterhuis. Yeah, Gore only threw 6 pitches in the first inning, so she is at 19 here so far, second inning, with an out to go. But now she's a ground ball away of getting out of the first and second, nobody out jam. Osterhuis shows bunt, fouls it off.
See if she tries that again with 1 strike. Wouldn't be surprised.
Nope.
Goringer in front of the third base baseline.
0-1, fouled off on a swing there from Osterhuis. 0-2. Gore's got her right where she wants her. See if she goes with a little bit of a waste pitch here on 0-2 or goes right at the left fielder.
Well, she would love nothing more than a ground ball right to one of the middle infielders.
And that's fouled off. And we'll do the 0-2 count again. That one, Osterhuis seemed a little bit more on time. Still late, but a little bit more on time. See if Gore tries to change the speeds up. The 0-2 pitch. Low, and it's going to be strike 3 looking. Delayed reaction there from the umpire, but it was. Great pitch there from Gore. Back-to-back strikeouts, and now she's an out away of getting out of the first and second jam with nobody out.
I can understand why she took it there, but that umpire gave that pitch earlier, and he's going to continue to give that low pitch.
Strike number 1 on the right fielder, Vanessa Cabos. Fouled off here. Cabos 0-2, and Gore's dialed in now here, getting a runner in scoring position and 1 pitch away from stranding the 2 runners.
Yeah, that'd be a real momentum swinger.
0-2, Gore fires, and strike 3. Struck out the side when she needed it the most. Erica Gore gets the out number 3 to move to the bottom of the second.
Yeah, you said it. Allowed 2 runners on with a walk and a base hit up the middle, and then through 3 straight strikeouts, fanned the next 3, and got herself out of a big jam. That's the kind of performance that, if the Grens can get the bats going a little bit, really show why they're above 500 the way they are.
Yeah, and something, like you said, getting the bats going shouldn't be too big of a mountain to climb for this Grenadiers team, as they've scored 238 runs so far through 22 games. So very good there. It's about 10-ish runs per game, and they've only allowed 124. So great ratio there for the Grenadiers. As due up here is going to be the 4-hitter Kogelberg, followed up by Brunn and Andere. And if we get to that 4th one, it's going to be Katie Wirtz. Jordan back onto the mound for the Mustangs. Softball here, 1 win away for a sweep of Elk Grove and Rolling Meadows this past week. Baseball won in extra innings. Volleyball won in 2 sets last night. So we'll see if the Grens softball can finish off the job.
Yeah, that baseball game was something else. Miles Schwartz went an inning and a third, scoreless innings, and came away with a no decision because his counterpart, Sukup, did just as well on the mound. He threw 6 innings scoreless, and it was just it was a matter of whatever one team could do, the other team could do just as well. And it wasn't until the 2 freshmen in the bottom of the lineup were able to scratch 1 run across in extra innings.
Kogelberg takes ball number 1. Yeah, that sounded like fun one. Sadly, I had class, but it's okay. Hannah Kogelberg here this year, batting .456 and 36 hits. So another good bat here for the Grenadiers. In the 4-hole, hits a ground ball. The second baseman slips under the glove of Graziani. It's going to be an error for the second baseman.
Yeah, she just took her eye off the ball there. Graziani did, and she knows that she's got to keep that glove down a little bit longer. She was thinking about the throw before the ball was in her glove, and that's exactly what'll happen.
Yeah, that's very well put. That was exactly what I was thinking. Either way, Grun's going to try and get something brewing here. Lauren Brunn up, the right fielder. Brunn pops this one straight up. Graziani going to have a chance to redo herself, and she does, catching the pop-up. And it is out number 1.
Yeah, it's a routine play, but Graziani was going to get an out either way, even if she dropped it. Just flip it to second base for the force out.
Second baseman Andre up here. Yeah, even like you said, routine play, but Graziani looked a little shaky there. Her feet a little shaky. So we'll see if the Grenadiers still try and keep pounding on the right side and making her make some plays. As Andre takes strike number 1 on a swing high fastball. Jordan 0-1 delivers low. Good block there by the catcher Ferguson. 1-1.
Yeah, went to the off-speed pitch there, and nice leave by Andrade.
Fouled off. 1-2 now the count. Katie Wirtz on deck for the Grens. Kogelberg at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Grens still looking for their first hit. See if Andre can deliver. She takes ball high. Pass or wild pitch there by the pitcher, and it's going to advance Kogelberg to second base, and the Grens now have a runner in scoring position.
Not a chance for Ferguson to come up with that one, just completely out of her reach. Definitely a wild pitch.
So, ball in play, definitely moves up the runner, I would assume. Andre fights it off into the stands towards the right field side. We'll redo the 2-2 pitch. Anything to the right side, for sure Kogelberg advances. Any ball into the outfield, we'll see how dangerous the Grens want to, how aggressive the Grens want to be trying to get that first run.
As long as it's on the ground.
Andre pops it up. Graziani marks way and drops it. The second error there by Graziani of the inning. Kogelberg stayed put, so first and second. And 1 out for the Grenadiers, bringing up the sophomore Katie Wirtz.
And the third base coach here really wanted Kogelberg to advance on that, but better safe than sorry with 1 out. You get given an out. Why not try and make it a rally?
See how Wirtz does. The 0-0 ball high. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, you want to be aggressive, want to run, but you also don't want to run yourself out of an inning. Yeah, there's only 1 out, but that could be a huge momentum changer, especially with the bottom of your lineup here coming up. Want to try and flip it over to the top with as many runners on base as Wirtz. Hits a ground ball to center field, a hard one. Kogelberg being waved and stopped at the last second. Bases loaded here for the catcher, Maria Smith.
Yeah, nice job by Kogelberg, rounding that bag hard and picking up her third base coach at the very last second. Got a late stop sign. A lot of times runners don't see that at the last second. They try to get home, but nice job there to stop at the last second when her coach told her to do so.
Yeah, or they just blow the stop sign. I know from experience as being a third base coach in softball. So Maria Smith up, the catcher, as Katie Wirtz got the first hit for the Grenadiers here this afternoon. See how Smith can follow it up. Chance here for a big inning with the Grens, only 1 out. Smith takes ball number 1 as Jordan is leaving her first pitch up in the zone. So far, last couple have missed, but see if the Grens can still attack that high pitch, as that will do damage. 1-0. Smith takes ball number 2 outside. Turned Ferguson around on that one. Got to try and elevate the ball here. Don't want to hit a ground ball and get into a double play. Smith does elevate it, but foul in towards the stands in left field. 2-1. Great approach there by the catcher, Maria Smith.
Yeah, I really like that swing. Just got to straighten it out a little bit. And she knows that, so she's digging in. And will she get the same pitch, though? That's the question. A little out in front of it.
Smith here, 2-1 pitch. Fought into left field. Kogelberg tagging. Osteris behind the ball. They're going to be a play at the plate. It's close. And she's going to be thrown out. Kogelberg saying she blocked the plate. But The ball took her in that direction, and that's legal. What a play by the left fielder.
Yeah, great
Ostros.
throw. Great throw from Ostros to Ferguson on the line and gunned down Kogelberg at the plate. You talked about running out of the inning, but I like tagging up there. Put a little pressure on the defense. You can't win without putting pressure on the defense.
So double play ends the bottom of the second for the Grenadiers. But got some magic going on the offensive side. And once they come up, it'll be 9 to top in the third inning for Jordan, as we're about to see the third inning here for Gore. Just going back to Maria Smith there real quick on that 2-0 pitch. As a coach, that's exactly what you coach is, you see that pitch you like at 2-0, just take the biggest hack you can, and whatever happens, because at the end of the day, you're still ahead 2-1, or you're possibly at 3-0, depending on what the umpire calls. So,
yeah.
Great job by the catcher, Maria Smith.
1 hit and 2 Graziani errors is how the Grenadiers got their base runners in that inning. The Elk Grove High School Class of 2024 graduation ceremony is set for May 22nd at 7 p.m. You can watch live on EGTV. The entire event will stream on Facebook, YouTube, and on the EGTV website at eg-tv.org. You can also catch it later on the EGTV on-demand site. You got some options there, Chris.
I just walked, no offense to any of the high school or graduations. I remember mine. Just walked on Sunday. Graduations are the worst thing to sit through. I'm not going to lie. They're so boring.
Yeah.
But it brings up here the first baseman, Taylor Brand of Rolling Meadows.
Didn't help that the one I was at yesterday, or not yesterday, but
as Brand hits a hard ground ball to Andre, moved to her left a little bit. I think an error. What are your thoughts on that one?
it'll probably go down as E4. I think Andrade has to backhand that, or she did try and backhand. I think she's got to get a little bit better of a jump on that, but it could go either way. Finish up my point, though. Last year, graduation for class of 2023 ended up being really cold that night.
Yeah, then you would think, oh, yeah, high school, it's just a little boring. College, still boring. And then once you get to the Masters, you're like, oh, this is going to be great. Nope, still boring. I'll tell you all three of them. As it turns the lineup here with a runner on, defensive swing by Del Pocio makes the count 0-2 on the center fielder.
So 3 errors in this game by both teams, and all by the second baseman.
Yeah. You can say a little sign of weakness at that spot. You can kind of hide that player a little bit. As Del Pocio fouls this one, going to hit off the EGTV truck.
Debbie's not going to be happy about that one. Someone's getting an invoice.
But Del Pocio stays in the at-bat there with a foul off. 0-2 we remain here. Runner on first, nobody out. Gore goes with a high fastball, a little too high, gets the count to 1-2.
Kind of fight her way back here, behind in the count. She's a good hitter. I think she'd be able to do it.
1-2 fouled once again right towards our direction. Yeah, you said it. Good hitter. She is batting .419. She does have a homer, 31 hits. So good reason why she is at the top of the lineup here is as that top leadoff hitter. You just want to get yourself on base and try and start some offense. She's really done that. As Gore has grounded that one in 2-2.
Nice stop there by Smith behind the dish, keeping Brand over there at first base.
2-2 pitch from Gore, fought off once again by Del Pocio. You can tell she's very, very defensive here. She's on her front foot, and the bat is just tumbling through the zone, just trying to make any kind of contact. See if Smith and Gore can see that and try and change up the speed. 2-2 here. Outside, fastball 3-2.
Not sure if Gore's going to go in the zone here. A walk wouldn't be the worst thing to such a dangerous hitter.
Yeah, I mean, she's done it before. As this one's flied into left field, Wirtz camps under it, bobbles it, but is able to recover. Katie Wirtz making an easy play look a little bit tougher there. Turns around and smiling inside of her glove. A little embarrassment there.
Yeah, she's not going to want to see that one back, but a nice job to stay with it. Should get razzed by your teammates a little bit.
1 out after the fly ball caught by Wirtz brings up Kelly McQueen. She grounded out to Andre, her first at-bat. Gore delivers. Andre fights it off, rolling up the first base line, and will be touched foul by Kogelberg. Taylor Brand at first base for Rolling Meadows. McQueen's 0-1, low in the zone, 1-1 the count.
Just missed there. Maybe another inch above, and Gore gets that strike call.
Yeah. Yep, with a little help there from Smith as well with a good reception as McQueen swings and misses on that one. 1-2. Very good hack, though, by the third baseman.
Very good swing, but an even better pitch from Gore. That was nasty. Had some late bite on it to drop down into the dirt almost.
1-2 pitch, Gore. Had a ground ball towards the base. Andre collects and just going to step on the bag to get one. Fielder's choice there for McQueen. 2 outs, though, for the Grenadiers.
Yeah, smart play by Andrade. It was hit up the middle, so not enough time for her to glove it and flip it to Troush. So she just had to take it herself, and by that point, no chance to get the double play.
Bringing up the catcher, Ashlyn Ferguson. She grounded out to Troush in the first inning. See how it goes here in the second at-bat for the catcher, Ferguson. She's done pretty well, 425 average, grounding it out. Kogelberg bobbles it, and hard hit ball. I think that one should be a hit.
Yeah, it should go as a hit. Kogelberg got a glove onto it, and at full extension, the only other thing she could do is dive on that, and then there's no guarantee that she's able to knock it down. But good thing she did, otherwise McQueen would have gotten to third on that ball.
Yeah. So, runner on first and second, 2 outs, bringing up the DP, Sofia Cabo. She drew an 8-pitch walk, her first at-bat. Firing on pitch number 1, fouled it straight back. She was looking to do some damage with that swing.
Erica Gore already close to 50 pitches. I have 48. I might have a couple pitches off, though.
Yeah, I would say you're pretty close. Fought off up the middle. Cia Garcia guns it home. She does. And it will be a run. Now skirts away from Smith. Runners advance. She throws it late to second. Everyone will stay put after that. Second and third here for Rolling Meadows after they scratched a run across. The first run here this afternoon off the bat of Sofia Cabos.
Yeah, that was the ball just kind of skirted away from Smith there, and so they're going to talk about it and make sure that Elk Grove calms down a little bit. But nice opportunistic base running from the Mustangs.
Yeah, and brings up here their pitcher, Iris Jordan, after the quick meeting from Elk Grove. Just like you said, just want to talk it over, make sure everyone's on the same page. Smith there doesn't pump fake on the first one. They definitely have the runner Cabos at second base. You don't want to throw the ball around too much, and I understand that, but when you have a runner dead in the rights, just make the throw.
So we'll go as a RBI base hit,
With
and
an
then
advancement on an error.
E8 or E2?
I think 2.
E2.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ferguson to third and Cabos to second on the E2.
Brings up Iris Jordan. She got the first hit for Rolling Meadows in the first inning on a similar play there, just ball up the middle. See if she can redo that. Sawed off towards right field. Almost hit a fan there. What?
Fan almost caught it.
Yeah, the third base coach got in my way, so I couldn't tell if he was trying to move or if he reacted to catch it.
A little bit of both. If this was the Savannah Bananas, would have been out.
Yeah. 0-1 here on the pitcher, Jordan. The pitch delivered inside part of the plate. Out. Umpire calls that one a ball. 1-1.
Yep, Smith asking the umpire where that one was. Seems to be content with the answer she got.
Smith popped into the Bermuda Triangle. It does fall. 2 runs. going to come across and score for Rolling Meadows on the RBI single by the pitcher, Iris Jordan.
I'm about to say my favorite saying in baseball, softball, either sport. Jordan couldn't have walked out and placed that ball any better. A Texas leaguer into center field, and that's exactly how you do it to get 2 runs across. Big 2 RBI single for Jordan.
Yeah, helps herself out as she is a starting pitcher. So 3-0 start here for Rolling Meadows. See how the Grens will readjust after that as Gore's up. Filipkowski throws it into right foul ball, and once again as well, Rosansky running for the pitcher. Ground ball towards Kogelberg, foul. 0-2 here on Pilipakowis.
Not more than 6 inches to
Yeah, it was close.
a foot to the right of first base.
Yeah, that was very close. Kogelberg would have fielded that one behind the base too, and it would have definitely hit it. So Elk Grove kind of caught a break here. See if Gore can take advantage of it. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed there by Pilipakowis, and she gets herself out of the inning. But 3 runs cross for Rolling Meadows. See how the Grenadiers responds here after the quick little break. Here we go into the bottom of the 3rd.
3 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. 23 pitches thrown in that inning by Erica Gore. And the Mustangs have a lead here.
Will be Romanansky, and then the lineup's going to turn over back to Garcia, Gearinger, and Troush. So Elk Grove has the right part of their lineup they want to get back into this ball game. It's only the bottom of the 3rd, so a lot of time left. Elk Grove's played from behind before and done well. As a couple weeks ago, they were down 8-0 to Hersey, came all the way back to extend it into extra innings. Did end up falling still, but just that fight to come back from 8-0. Don't count them out yet here, just with 3.
Yeah, still plenty of softball left. Way too early in this game. But I like the fight from Rolling Meadows. Chris, when was the last time you gave blood?
Never.
Really? Well, here's your opportunity. The next Village Community Blood Drive will be on Saturday, May 11th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll be held at Village Hall in Room E, located at 901 Wellington Avenue. To make an appointment, call Vitalent at 877-258-4825. That's 877-258-4825, or visit Vitalent.org. Walk-ins are also welcome.
Yeah, I will not be there. I'm not a fan of needles, so
I don't blame you. Everyone's got their reasons.
yeah. Romanansky due up here as she checks swings. Going to be a strike anyway on the pitch. As this is the time here as Elk Grove changes their first base coach. Usually changes up the mojo in a good way. We'll see if they do it again. If it happens here once again in the bottom of the 3rd. Romanansky 0-1 takes ball number 1-1. Usually every 2 innings, that first base coach will change. So, and every time it seems like they score a run once that change is made.
Well, they definitely have a staff big enough to do that.
Romanansky's 1-1 thrown into the ground. 2-1 here as Jordan falls behind.
Second time through the order coming up for the Grens after this batter, so.
Yeah, and Rolling Meadows had a lot of success for their second time as Romanansky grounds one towards our direction. Third base coach saves us.
I was ready to make the play.
2-2.
I had my glove down, and I'm not even wearing a glove.
2-2 here on Romanansky. Jordan delivers. Fired into center field. Good hit there. It's going to go all the way towards the fence. Thrown in. Almost over the head of Pilipawakowicz. Instead, we got a single here for the DP. Romanansky, great way to turn the lineup over for the Grenadiers.
Yeah, and that's the hardest hit ball by either team today so far. Sent it right back up where it came from. Good piece there from Mansky.
So, Aaliyah Garcia flew out to deep left center field in her first at-bat. Saw Jordan well. See what happens here. Takes ball number one. Great take there on the drop ball. Garcia saw it all the way through. Garcia hitting .443 this year as the leadoff hitter, 35 hits. So just a great leadoff hitter for the Grenadiers team, really turning the lineup over for 2, 3, and 4. Garcia takes ball number 2. Really interested to see how Jordan goes about here, down 2-0 in the count. She leaves the ball up. It's going to go as Garcia does have home run power. 4 of them this year.
Luckily for her, the umpire's giving low. See if she goes there.
Fired into the 5-6 hole. Grenadiers have something rolling here as it's rolled out to Osteris, and that brings up Lexi Gearinger with nobody out.
Hit it just out of reach of both McQueen and Pipakis. Like you said, the 5-6 hole. Good piece of hitting there from Garcia, and she's done that a bunch this year.
It's exactly what you want from 2-0 on a 2-0 count. Be aggressive. Go get your pitch. Yeah, she missed her pitch a little bit, but resulted in a single, and that's all you want. Singles win games. See what Gearinger can do here. Takes high strike there. Highest he's calling all day so far. So,
yeah, that's a strike though. I mean, I can't tell left or right, but it's got the height near the top of the zone.
Low 1, Gearinger takes ball number 1 there, evens the count up as Jordan tried to go a little bit higher, see if Gearinger would chase. She did not.
No, a very disciplined hitter.
Have to be hitting 506, correct?
Yeah, can't be undisciplined if you're doing that.
1-1, fired into the left center field gap. Romananski coming around to score, and everyone will advance on the throw as the Grenadiers are getting to Jordan here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, answering with one of their own and still more to come.
Yeah, Astros has to hit the cutoff man there, or cutoff woman, I should say. But nice piece of hitting there from Goringer. And Gren's like you said, Gren's have something rolling here in the bottom of the 3rd.
3 straight singles for Elk Grove. And now they're a swing away from taking the lead here from Ariana Trausch. And a ball into the outfield that doesn't leave the yard is a tie game. So Trausch takes ball 1 on a 15-footer from Jordan as it rolled all the way to the catcher.
Yep, came out of her hand a little weird.
Definitely hit her thigh.
Get the release point that she wanted.
1-0 Trausch. Ooh, fired the hips. Didn't pull the trigger, though. 1-1. She was following that one in, though. See if she takes a good hack on this next one, if it's near where she wants it. 1-1 pitch. As that's going to be a balk, or at least a ball. Something's got to be called here. It's not nothing. 2-1 is what it is. In baseball, that would be a balk, and you would have a runner scored, but a little bit different of a game.
Yep, that's a new one for me.
Trausch into left center field. Gearinger being waved around. Grenadiers tie it up. Trausch all the way, like halfway in between first and second here. Graziani's just going to run her back, and finally Trausch will retreat after the 2 RBI single for Ariana Trausch.
Yeah, Trausch called Pilipakis' bluff, or check that, Graziani's bluff on that one, and got away with it. If I'm Graziani, just got to fire that thing right to first immediately, but maybe the 2 errors last inning in her kitchen a little bit.
Kogelberg full out towards Osteris in left field. She camps under it, collects, throws it in towards Graziani. That ends the single streak for Elk Grove, and the first out of the inning on a fly ball from Kogelberg brings up Lauren Brunn, the right fielder.
I like how aggressive the Grens are being. A lot of first pitch swinging. Sometimes you're going to hit into outs, but just making sure Jordan knows you're not going to get anything past us.
Yeah, completely agree. Here's Brunn. She fires on the first pitch. This one falls into the ground, and Trausch gets to second safely as Vanessa Cabos kind of slid on a knee there and was unable to make a throw once she fell to the ground. So single there for Brunn.
Yeah, and Cabos had She had an okay jump on that, but she was running with her glove out. If she was sprinting hard towards that play, she gives herself a better chance to make that play. We got a conversation between Ferguson and Jordan, just trying to calm her pitcher down, shake it off.
Yeah, just as an outfielding coach myself, but that is like one of the day one things you teach your players is do not run with your glove out because you're not going to be as fast. See how if Andre and the Grens can take advantage of it. She fires on the first pitch, and it falls over the head of Graziani. Troush advances, and bases are loaded as she slips on the bases that one as well.
Uh-oh. She comes up a little lame. That right ankle, she jammed into the base. Make sure she's all right. Good base running by the Grens there. Had to hold up in case Graziani made a wonderful over-the-shoulder grab. And then took off as soon as they realized that it wasn't going to be the case. Josh looks like she's all right, just wincing a little bit.
She's got all the time she needs here with a injury. Coach said we're going to give her a pinch runner, and instantly Josh is feeling okay. So
yeah, there are not many more players on this team that are more tough than her. So she will fight tooth and nail to stay in any ball game.
Yeah, the same way on the basketball court as well for her. Katie Wirtz now up, bases loaded, 1 out, takes ball high, and the Grens can take the lead here with a swing of the bat with Wirtz as she got the first single for Elk Grove last inning. The 1-0 pitch fired and into the left field. Brunn going to be holed up at third base. The bases will remain loaded as Wirtz goes 2 for 2 here this afternoon. And a big single there to bring home Troush and give the Grens the lead.
And another great piece of hitting there from Wirtz, who finds herself on first base with a go-ahead RBI.
And bringing up the catcher here, Maria Smith. With 1 out, bases still remain loaded. As Andre at second, Brunn at third, and Wirtz on first. Smith takes ball 1 low.
She came up with the bases loaded last inning, too.
Yes.
She ended up flying into left field, ended up ending the inning on the double play.
2-0 here. She was in the same exact count, took a really good hack on 2-0. See where Jordan goes on this one. As this is a big inning for the Grens. If Smith advances, or no matter what, Romananski most likely will bat, and that's going to turn the lineup over this inning where Elk Grove would bat through it. 3-0 here on Smith. All the pressure here on the pitcher. You don't want to walk with the bases loaded. And we'll take a high strike. Smith, that's okay. You don't want that on 3-0 anyway.
Well, that was right to the top of the zone, which usually expands a little bit on 3-0.
Yeah. So 3-1 Smith. Let's see if she's aggressive. And is fly ball. Infield fly is going to be called. Pilawopkowis collects it in the second out of the inning. Grenadiers still with the bases loaded.
I like how aggressive Smith was, though. She was aggressive in the last at-bat and was aggressive again here. Waited for her pitch. Unfortunately, just didn't get great contact on it.
So, Romananski up. Takes ball number 1 on the inside part as it backed her off the box a little bit. She got a single to start off the inning here in this inning.
Yeah, that was that line shot up the middle, sent it right back up where it came from. And that really got
the Grens bats rolling.
Yeah.
Romananski fires one towards our side. Foul, though. 1-1. As Romananski was the first of 4 straight singles, all of them hard hit.
All of them hard hit and well placed. That's the most important thing, is you hit the ball where the fielders aren't, you usually come up with a base hit.
Yeah. So 1-1 here on Romananski. Takes a change up as a strike that kind of floated into the zone a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't really her pitch. She was sitting for something faster than that.
Now you got to expand here with a 1-2 count. Jordan throws, fires high, 2-2. Good play there by Ferguson to collect it. Otherwise, Brunn got a good jump off the base here at third.
Yeah, it's not a guaranteed run if it gets past her, but definitely gives Brunn the chance to score.
2-2 Romananski takes ball number 3. Runners should be moving here on this pitch now with a full count. And see how aggressive the Grenadiers will be here. If on a single, if Wirtz can come all the way around, depending where this ball is placed with the runners in motion. But it's going to be ball number 4, and the lineup's going to turn over. Bases loaded walk drawn by Romananski.
And Jordan really wanted that one. She didn't even want to let it get to 3-2 because that puts the runners in motion. But another pitch from Jordan that just kind of came out of her hand wrong. Like you said, maybe hit her thigh or maybe just didn't have the right release point. Slipped out of her hand maybe.
So line up back up here with Garcia. This takes the ball. Good bad bounce though. Andre hesitated right away and retreats back towards third. Don't want to make the final out at home plate though with the top of your lineup up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is one of the last hitters Jordan wants to see. One of the best hitters on this team with the bases loaded, and she's struggling for a little command here.
1-0 Garcia lines right back out towards Jordan. She collects and drops it. Pretty close there. You maybe want to say that was on the drop like before.
Yeah,
no.
definitely. Not a chance of calling it any other way, but right back at her. Nice job to keep your glove up to be a fielder there, because once you release the ball, you're a fielder, and a lot of times, at least in baseball, maybe not so much in softball, because when you're releasing, you end up in a fielding position anyway, but especially for baseball, a lot of pitchers will be finished with their back to plate, and that's how a lot of them get hit with a comebacker.
Yeah. Grenadiers, big inning, 5 scored runs in that inning and take the lead to a 5-3 lead, and Gore, who comes back out, has 7, 8, 9 to deal with.
5 runs on 7 hits, Chris, and 33 pitches thrown in that inning by Jordan. She's up to 54 now.
Yeah. As the Grens really got to her, I thought it was only a matter of time until Elk Grove's bats came to life a little bit, and we'll see if Gore can get a 1-2-3 inning and they're able to keep the momentum going here on the offensive side. But it all starts right here with Gore on the mound trying to get a 1-2-3 inning to shut him down.
The Elk Grove Village Public Works will be holding its annual open house on Saturday, May 18th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 450 East Devon Avenue. There'll be activities for the entire family, including street sweeper rides, interactive exhibits, touch a truck, a balloon artist, face painter, and more. For more information, please call 847-734-8800. That's 847-734-8800. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th, Chris.
Yep, and we're still waiting for Ariana Trosh to come back on the field. She was getting that ankle checked up.
I think she'll be all right.
So due up first is going to be now Ostra. She's had a pretty good game in left field, really catching everything that's come that way. You know, had a good arm a couple times, one especially getting the runner out at home as Trosh now makes her way up. So Asheroth did strike out looking in her first at-bat, but defensively she's been unbelievable out there.
Troush at short is still kind of favoring that right ankle a little bit, but is walking a lot better now.
Yeah.
That's the dangers of sliding in too late. You run the risk of jamming your ankle, and better to slide too early than too late.
Yeah. So pitch number 1, Gore had a lot of heat on that one, but it misses high for ball 1 on Osterhus. One 1-0 pitch. fought off by Osterus. 1-1 as Gore evens it up. Same lineup here for defensively for Elk Grove. There's the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Osterus, and Gore's ahead 1-2.
This is an outing-defining inning for Gore. She's at 58 pitches, give or take. And with a new pitcher warming up for Rolling Meadows, this will really be the determining factor on whether she has a good start or not.
Missed on that 1-2 pitch, but it was a good location. Tried to get Osterus to chase. As they're warming up back there for Rolling Meadows is the shortstop, Pilipakowicz. So the 2-2 here, grounded out, and easy there for Kogelberg as it took her right to the bag. Osterus grounds out 3, unassisted.
Yeah, ended up fielding that one with her foot on the bag already. Like you said, an easy out number 1.
Another strikeout victim here, Vanessa Cabos of Erica Gore. Looking to rinse and repeat here is Gore on Cabos.
That was number 60 from Gore, that ground out.
Swung on and missed. She's dialed in now, it seems like, here, the starter.
Yeah, they were able to tag her for a couple of runs last inning, but she made an adjustment, it seems like.
Ball out, high and out. 1-1 evens the count. As we are in the top of the 4th inning, Elk Grove leads 5-3. It's been a fun one as Rolling Meadows caught on the board first. Elk Grove answered back. And in the same exact innings as now, it's 1-2 on Vanessa Cabos, the right fielder.
One thing to note, Chris, is that all of the runs scored by Rolling Meadows were unearned, so Gore's ERA not affected.
Fought in, and Andre backhands, unable to make the play, though. Base hit for Cabos. Yeah, I was wondering that. That was a good point. Andre had an error there. Who else had an error in that one? Smith, yeah.
Andrade's error got the party going, and Smith advanced the runners, which ended up scoring on the base hit.
Yeah. So right now is Taylor Brand. She reached on that Andre error last inning. So 1 on, 1 out here. And a strike called on Brand. Gore bounced back with a perfect fastball low in the zone on the outside half. It's the clouds starting to cover up here a little bit behind us. Still a beautiful day here, though. Brand grounds out. Troush charges fields, throws over to Kogelberg, gets the out at 1. And a runner on second now with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning.
Good decision there by Troush. Realized that the double play was out of order and made sure of the out at first base. Didn't seem like the ankle was bothering her too much on that play.
No, as now top of the order, Kaylee Del Basio. 0 for 2 here, fly out to left field, ground out to third base up. As she fouls this one off towards our direction, off the top of the EGTV truck.
That's the second time that truck's been hit.
And both by her, Del Basio.
She has something against the broadcast.
0-1 pitch from Gore. Line towards Troush. Troush picks it, throws it to first. Kogelberg holds the bag. And this runner on second base is stranded. Elk Grove comes to bat with Gearinger, Troush, and Kogelberg due up. Chance for more runs.
Just the one infield hit for the Mustangs in that inning, and the Grins will turn to the bats here in the bottom of the second. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up.
Yeah, and it was kind of exactly what Gore and the Elk Grove defense wanted, was a quick one and turn the bats right back over for Elk Grove. As they're a little on fire right now. You want to keep those as hot as possible.
Be interesting to see if Jordan goes back out there to pitch for the Mustangs.
I don't believe so, as they have a new shortstop. So number 44, who is
Osterhaus,
was in left field. She's at short. Pilipakowicz goes to the pitcher, and we're going to try and pick up the left fielder here for you. So Pilipakowicz, 5.84 ERA, 77 strikeouts, 76 and 2/3 inning pitch. She's really been the workhorse for this Meadows squad. And it's going to be the first time 2-3-4 is going to see her here today is number 27, Taya Rosansky, in left field. She's ran for the pitcher a couple times, Jordan. So we'll see once Jordan comes back up if she's going to be the hitter.
The community is invited to attend the annual Memorial Day observance ceremony hosted by the village with the support of VFW Post 9284 and its auxiliary. The ceremony will be held indoors on May 27th at 10:45 a.m. at the Elk Grove Park District Pavilion Gym located at 1000 Wellington Avenue. The event will include placing of wreaths, a flag folding ceremony by the Police and Fire Honor Guard, and a gun salute. If you're unable to attend, you can watch it live on EGTV Channel 6, on our website at eg-tv.org, and our Facebook page or YouTube channel.
Just in time here as Gearinger steps up here in the bottom of the fourth inning with a 5-3 lead. And we are going to see the first time here, Pil Popkois in action. Strike number, ball, as that one missed low. He's been calling down there all the way, so that's why I jumped the gun on that one. But
well, a lot of times an umpire with a new pitcher will, different release point, different mechanics, it'll fool them a little bit.
Same spot, and ball number 2, Gearinger ahead in the count.
It was sunny and beautiful to start the game, and then a cloud cover rolled over.
That rain's supposed to be coming here later this evening, so. Gearinger fires it off Pilawopkois. Gearinger gets to first. As a hit off her right knee. We got time. Check on the pitcher.
Yeah, they'll check on her, but it does not seem like she's in too much pain. It wasn't hit all that softly, but she didn't. It's not like she went down and writhing in pain either.
Yeah. See if they'll give her a couple pitches as well.
Yeah, you worry about the legs with softball as well. That's your foundation, especially as a pitcher.
Yeah. They are going to give her a couple pitches here. Because right now the adrenaline's probably rolling through the pitcher right now, Pilawopkois. So she'll probably feel that one a little bit later more. Troush getting ready to dig in here. As the wind's starting to pick up, it is blowing in.
Blowing in from right.
Yep. Troush takes strike number 1.
Don't hit an oppo if you're a lefty or a righty.
Fired in. Troush does hit it to right field. Off the bottom of the fence. Gearinger got a late start. Is being waved to third. Troush stands up with a double. And Gearinger does get to third. On the stand-up double by Ariana Troush.
Yeah, Grisani, the second baseman, got the ball and hesitated for a second, and she got a little better communication from Osterhaus, the shortstop, on where to go with it. Might have had to play a Goringer at third if she was able to catch it and throw it right away.
Kogelberg dug in here. Runners on first or second and third as Kogelberg takes ball number 1 high on the changeup. Nobody out. One-0 pitch here on the first baseman. Kogelberg fires it into right field. Right at Vanessa Cabos. Runners tag. Ball goes towards third base. Troush took 2 hard steps around the base and now retreats on the sacrifice fly from Kogelberg.
Not quite sure if Cabos was trying to throw that home or throw it to third, kind of split the difference. I don't know, maybe she was just trying to hit the cutoff man and missed it. But nice base running by the Grenadiers and a good piece of hitting by Kogelberg.
Yep, and that will double the lead. Double the lead for Elk Grove, making it 6-3. 6 straight runs as Brunn takes strike number 1 on the inside half as Pilawopkois has a lot more heat than the starting pitcher Jordan.
Yeah, it just comes out of her hand a little differently, but it doesn't seem to be fooling Elk Grove too much.
Nope, Brunn fouls that one off 0-2 on the right fielder. Troush trying to even up her baseline.
It's almost like the Grens were waiting for this. They didn't have
A little bit more speed.
too much problems against the starter Jordan, but they just needed that little bit of speed because the ball's traveling a little farther now.
Yeah. Brun fouled off once again. Good up bat here. 0-2 though. Yeah, as you said, the Elk Grove kind of took a little bit to get used to that more junky, per se, pitcher. You know, weak contact, fouling it off, and then eventually they got some hard hits waiting on their back hip. And it's resulting here with Pilopquist throwing it a little harder. But Brun grounds out to the right fielder, does the job though, scoring Troush. My apologies, the second baseman, Graziani. So Andre up, trying to restart the lineup.
Yep, that's exactly what you're taught. Just put it in, make some contact, put it in play, and you get yourself an RBI.
Yeah, and makes it 7-3 as our scoreboard here. A little off as it says 12-3, but it is 7-3. And Andre takes ball number 1 on ball low in the zone, as Ferguson had to pick that one up off the ground.
2 runs scored in this inning, 5 in the previous inning.
And there's a strike taken back to even the count at 1 right here on Andre.
They got the scoreboard fixed for the most part. Well, you tell them that there's 7 runs in the game, and they put a 7 in the inning, which adds up to what the previous innings were.
1-2 count here on Andre with 2 outs. Ooh, and ball high, 2-2 evens the count. The deuces are wild here in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs and a 2-2 count.
And 2 runs scored in the inning.
And 2 zeros at the plate. Fires it in. It's going to fall perfectly into the ground for a single for Andre. Her second single of the afternoon, 3rd time being on base as she reached on an error in her first at-bat. So it brings up Katie Wirtz, who also has 2 singles here this afternoon.
I don't think Andrade gets on base there if the starting pitcher Jordan is in there. Yeah. I think the speed from Pilakos was just enough to where all Andrade had to do was poke that bat out and cushion it to center field almost. Didn't even have to push it, more just cushion the ball.
Yeah. As Wirtz was late on that one, it was very well said. That one, if Jordan was still out, may have just been a little pop fly towards Graziani at second, but was able to fall in that Bermuda triangle there in center field. And we're going to extend the inning here with Wirtz, 0-1 count. Wirtz fires it towards Graziani, takes it out to first, throws it over, and that is the 3rd out of the inning as Wirtz grounds out to second. We're going to move to the top of the 5th with Elk Grove leading 7-3. We thank you for joining us. As he's Gabe Newman, I'm Chris Randall. Grenadiers lead at 7-3 as the clouds start to file over us here in Elk Grove, Illinois.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly off the top of my head when the weather is supposed to roll through here, but should be able to get this game in moving into the 5th inning now.
Yeah. Well, in order for this to be a complete game, as the clouds don't look super threatening right now anyway, but in order for this game to be completed, we just have to get finish the 5th inning, and no matter what happens after that, the game is a completed game. If something catastrophic were to happen, rain, injury, who knows it.
Yeah.
But 5 complete innings is a complete game in softball. So, essentially we're 6 outs away.
Well, with the home team winning, all you have to get through, you just have to get through Rolling Meadows' order with the lead. 2 runs on 3 hits, Chris, in that inning for the Grens as they extend their lead to 7-3.
And due up here is Kelly McQueen, Ashlyn Ferguson, and Sophia Cabos, the heart of the order for Rolling Meadows, and they've done a number on Gore so far. So we'll see how Erica responds to 2, 3, 4 in the lineup.
The 2 head coaches having a couple friendly exchanges.
I'm going to have
Ken Grams is
a quick change as Brooke Tanner enters the ball game for Elk Grove.
She's going to go to the outfield.
Yeah, left field is what my guess is going to be here.
Very late change from Ken Grams.
Yeah, it looks like Wirtz came up limping on that ground ball. So Tanner's going to move to right. Brun's going to go to left. And Wirtz is getting her ankle checked out by the trainer inside the dugout.
Well, that's a real shame. She's put together a couple nice at-bats today and offers a lot on the defensive side of things.
Umpire getting ready to get us going here in the top of the 5th inning. Callie McQueen, the third baseman, is 0 for 2. She reached on a fielder's choice. 0 for 1 most likely. Is that fielder's choice always confuses me. Is that one counts as an out or not?
It does.
Okay, so 0 and 2 as Gore fires in a strike there, and it's 0 and 1 in the count.
She's hit 2 ground balls to the second baseman Andrade. A ground out, and like you said, reached on a fielder's choice.
0-1 pitch here from Gore, low. Smith able to handle it though, and 1 and 1 on the third baseman McQueen.
Pitch number 70 from Erica. She's had a really nice outing, just the one blow-up inning, which none of the runs were earned.
Yeah. McQueen fires it into right field. Tanner going to be tested right away. The wind really knocked that one down. It is a foul ball though, as Tanner's first steps were back, because that's what you teach as an outfield, but ball came right away, 5 feet right in once it got past the infield.
Yeah, and McQueen caught a break because as soon as she hit that ball, a big gust of wind came in from right field, which, like you said, knocked that ball down and gave her an extra life.
1-2 here. Gore fires and hit in towards on the ground on the center field. Garcia takes a knee, throws it in, and McQueen now on base for the first time with a hit.
She's 1 for 3 now, and just found a hole up the middle, sent it back where it came from. See if that's a rally starter for the Mustangs.
Ashlyn Ferguson up now. She's 1 for 2, singled in her last at-bat, grounded out to Troush in her first at-bat in the first inning. The third hitter for Rolling Meadows takes ball number 1 low in the dirt. So you can start to hear the wind come through our microphone a little bit, so you can tell elements are changing, different style of play. You got to keep it hard on the ground, exactly like McQueen did in her previous at-bat, as Ferguson swings on and misses strike number 1. Sun completely gone.
It's like a sheet of clouds.
Yeah. Ferguson fly ball. Troush calls for it and collects it. And the first out of the inning from Ashlyn Ferguson on a pop-out to Troush.
Good job as always by Troush, being very vocal and making sure that the rest of her teammates knew that that was her ball. The shortstop is the captain of the infield.
McQueen did not advance, as it would have been a very not wise decision to advance on that pop fly. But Cabos now up. Sophia Cabos takes ball number 1. Smith bobbles it. McQueen advances, slides in, and is out. Man, that is a tough break there for Rolling Meadows, as she was, hot take, she was definitely safe.
Well, I don't know. I have a knack of replaying things in my head, and at first glance, it definitely looked like she got her foot in there, but the umpire way closer to the play than we were, and it had a better angle at it.
Yeah, so the ball popping out of Smith's glove works out in their favor, and now Grenadiers have all the momentum once again on their side on a swing and miss from Cabos.
Nice catch and tag by Troush, too. That play is not even close to being safe if she doesn't catch and tag in one motion.
Yeah. Ball outside, 2-1 here on the DP and cleanup hitter. Two-1 on its way here from Gore. Pitch swung on and missed by Cabos. Had her fooled a little bit on that one.
Troush thought it was strike 3.
Yeah, so did Gearinger a little bit. 2-2 now the count, though. 2 outs in the bottom of the top of the 5th inning. Cabos fouled it off into the parking lot.
Better not hit my car. Man, that just kept on rolling.
We'll redo the 2-2 count here from Gore on Cabos.
That was pitch number 80 from Erica.
Cabos fires it towards Andres, picks it up on the run, throws it over to Kogelberg, and got out of the inning there safely to the Grenadiers. And we move to the bottom of the fifth. Elk Grove looking to add to their 4-run lead.
Nice pick by Andrade, but that play looks harder than it really is. As long as you have good fielding fundamentals and you get your glove down in time, the ball just kind of finds its way into it. It's those middle of the road between the short and long hops that are the toughest for an infielder to make. The 9th annual Golf to End Alzheimer's will take place on June 7th at Glendale Lakes Golf Club with a shotgun start at 11 a.m. Foursome golf is $780. An individual golfer is $199. Price includes 18 holes of golf, cart, lunch, dinner, 2-hour open bar, and more. If you're not a golfer but want to join the fun, you can sign up for just the dinner and the open bar. Volunteers, sponsorships, and raffle prize donations are all needed. For more information, visit lostsoulsendalz.org. Proceeds benefit LMJ's Lost Souls Alzheimer's Fund in their mission to make a difference in the fight against Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah, proceeds go to our good friend Matt Harold, who's been on the broadcast for baseball, basketball, football, and as well as one of my teammates for adult softball. Not yet this year because I have a stupid class on Monday nights, but we'll be back after June 25th in that Schaumburg League. Count me in, Debbie. Due up here for Elk Grove is Maria Smith. She is 0 for 2, flew out to center field, popped out to the shortstop, and is looking to get on base here for the first time, the catcher.
This is the first time she's coming up with clean base paths. In the previous 2 at-bats, came up with the bases loaded.
Yeah, got a double play there as she wanted to swing, checked her swing, and it's a strike anyway, but she definitely went around for sure. So 0-1 now on Smith here in the bottom of the fifth. And now she takes ball outside, strike number 2. Now she's got to battle the catcher. Previous she's had 2-0 counts. Now she's got an 0-2 count. Pilopquist delivers low. Check swing by Smith, holds up. This one's going to be a ball, 1-2. Smith throws it towards right field. It is going to be a foul ball, and we'll do the 1-2 count over again on the catcher, Smith. Smith getting some cheers from her teammates as she takes ball number 2 high, and we're back at even, 2-2 on the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Smith is doing a great job of battling here. Had 0-2, fouled off a couple tough pitches. Now back even. See what happens here.
Smith waits on the changeup, and Graziani runs and collects it as it was almost just dumped over her head. Smith waited on it, just missed the barrel by a little bit. First out of the inning.
Yeah, nice job to wait on that off-speed pitch, though, by Smith. Unfortunately, the ball came in so slow that you had to have bat speed in order to produce a hit, and that was one thing that Smith did not have on that swing.
Yeah. Romananski up, 1 for 1 with a walk. She fights this one towards the right side and hit off one of the hands in right field of the coach or fans. So 0-1 here on the 9-hitter Romanski. She's had herself a day though, 1 for 1 and with a walk.
Line shot single her first time up as well.
Yeah, hardest hit ball that we've seen probably today as Romananski takes ball number 1.
Both the times she was at the plate were in the same inning in the third. Led off the third And then
was
came
the
up
second
again.
Second to last hitter in that inning as well. Holds up her swing on that one, and she's ahead 2-1 in the count. As Elk Grove looking to extend their 4-run lead at 7-3 here in the bottom of the fifth.
And they use their crooked number in the third.
Romanowski pops it up. Pilopkois collects. Jam shot out for the DP.
Crooked inning in the third, and that's really the difference between these two teams. Otherwise, it's been a pretty clean game from both teams. Couple of errors, and that's come back to haunt both teams.
So Garcia up as this is going to be her fourth at-bat of the game. As she fights off the first one towards the parking lot. As Garcia is 1 for 2. She lined out to the pitcher in her last at-bat. Had a single in the third inning and flew out to left center field on that snow cone in the very first at-bat for Elk Grove of the day. Garcia takes ball number 1 low, evens it up at 1.
And with the sun going away, it also dropped it feels like 20 degrees. It's probably not that dramatic, but it definitely got a lot more chilly.
Yes, it did. As Pilopki delivers, ball out, 2-1. Yeah, I completely agree. The wind's picked up a little bit as well. So that also helped that cooler cause, like you said. Two-one pitch here from Pilopkois. It's now moves to 3-1.
I know I said it earlier, it's just kind of almost baffling that they put a softball field this close to a major artery road for this school.
It is very busy for sure, yeah.
A lot of traffic comes through. I wonder who pays the bill for a broken windshield.
Not the player. Not the
Definitely
player's,
not.
Not the player's family. You park there, it is your problem.
But if you're driving by,
Your problem.
man,
Just like my high school field for baseball was in the middle of a neighborhood. And there were foul balls into people's yards / windows all the time. Homeowners' fault, not the players or field or school. As Garcia continues to battle here.
it's kind of brutal. It's your fault that your home is that close.
Yeah, don't live there.
Get some homeowners insurance.
Same rule, similar rule per se on the golf course. You live off the golf course. You can't call the golf course because they can't do anything about it. You got to go and find out that player who hit it. Well, no player is going to admit to hitting a ball into your window. As Garcia draws a full count walk, extending the inning for the Grenadiers here, bringing up Lexi Gehringer.
She's really fun to watch, Garcia, at the plate. She does not get cheated at all, and she's a really great hitter, and she'll take her walks when she gets them, but
Yeah.
she battles out there every single pitch.
Yeah. As do the rest of 2, 3, 4, 5. Every single at bat for them is every ball that is thrown. Their hips are already fired through the zone. They're on it, ready to go. As Gehringer fires this one, missed the barrel, and it's going to be a pop up to the first baseman Brand, and Rolling Meadows gets out of the inning. As we move to the top of the 6th inning, Elk Grove leads 7-3. As always, we thank you for joining us. He's Gabe Newman. I'm Chris Randall. And we will see you Friday for the next softball broadcast, as that's a 4:45 start.
Yep, next
I'll let you
EGTV
continue.
live sporting event, like you said, is Friday, May 10th. And that'll be the Grens taking on Prospect at 4:45. You can watch that game live on Comcast Channel 6 on the EGTV website, eg-tv.org, on the EGTV Facebook page, or on the EGTV Roku or YouTube channel. Plenty of different options. And if you'd like to see this game again, please visit the EGTV On Demand site at egtv6.cablecast.tv.
So a couple quick defensive changes here for the Grenadiers as Andre moves to third and Romanowski goes to second, and that means Gehringer in the circle for Elk Grove here in the top of the 6th inning. Great outing by Erica Gore, and turns it over to her counterpart, Lexi Gieringer. 3.95 ERA, 62 innings pitched, 48 Ks for the senior.
Yeah, you said great outing for Erica Gore. She goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs, none of them earned, and gave up 6 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Stranded 4 runners on base as well, and that's the difference in this game.
And for the first time, we're going to see Taya Rosansky hit here. We saw her pinch run a little bit. She was in left field. She is completely taken over for the starting pitcher, Iris Jordan. So Taya Rosansky up to plate here to face Gieringer in the first at-bat for Gieringer and the first at-bat for Rosansky in this ball game in the top of the 6th.
So you said Andrade moved to third. I see that. Who's at second?
Romanansky.
Romanansky. DP. Okay.
Gieringer delivers and swung on and missed by Rosansky. Strike number 1, and a great start for Gieringer to start off her outing in the circle. A 1 ball outside. 1-1 the count.
Not a very deep bench for Rolling Meadows.
Only 2 players, as one of them has been used. So now 1 player, as Rosansky fouls it off in towards the fans in right field. 1-2 the count.
This game is moving by pretty quickly. Top of the 6th already.
Man, you can't say that. That's the number 1 rule. As Gieringer strikes out Rosansky.
It was low-hanging fruit.
Always happens. Hopefully the jinx doesn't come towards your way. Always in college. Different game, baseball, but 9-inning doubleheaders, those games took forever. And then every time someone said in the 3rd inning, or 5th inning, I should say, hey, this game's flying, another 3 hours added on that for 4 more innings. So let's not do that one with the rain coming in.
The problem is you got to wait until at least the 7th.
Yeah, even then, though, it always comes back and bites you. As Pilopkois swings on the first pitch, and it's a strike. Gieringer delivers. Ball inside. 1-1. I will say, though, it doesn't happen as much in the softball world as it does in the baseball world.
It's just a faster-moving game, too.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-1 pitch is now 2-1 on a high fastball.
Pilopoulos is 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts.
Yep.
Went down swinging both times.
Gore really had her numbers. In the second at-bat, it was good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Pilopoulos. This one fired towards Gieringer and takes her time, throws it to Kogelberg. 2 outs on the 1-3 there.
Well, the dog in the crowd appreciated that play.
And now Ostrus up to plate. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking, and the ground ball that literally let Kogelberg field it on first base. She takes strike number 1. Great pitcher's pitch there from Gieringer.
Yeah, not a bad way to start the at-bat. You want to work thirds of the plate as opposed to painting the corners early on in an at-bat.
Ostrus swings through this one, 0-2. And Lexi is throwing fantastic so far in this circle through 2 batters and 2 pitches. See Gieringer's 0-2 pitch here on Ostrus. Ball high. Good chase pitch, though, there from the pitcher.
Yeah, not a bad pitch at all. Garnger, but that's definitely a purpose pitch, probably going back to the lower inside corner.
Here it is, 1-2 pitch, swung on and actually looked on, and strike number 3 there for Gieringer. She gets 2 Ks in the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 6th here. Elk Grove leading 7-3.
What did I say? The purpose pitch high and outside on 0-2, comeback 1-2. on the inside lower third or inside lower corner. And see you later.
Kogelberg, Brunn, and Andere due up for the Grenadiers here in their possible last at-bats of the game. As everyone on our side of the fence wants it to be their last at-bats, because that means there's a win for sure.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say the Grens will be hoping for that at least.
Liz Elkgrove once again changing the first base coach. It worked out well in the third inning, scored 5 runs. See how it goes here in the 6th inning.
Well, also, if they score 6 runs, I don't even need to play the 7th.
That's very true as well.
It's a pretty tall order, though.
Yes. But you got 3, 4, 5, I should say, Trausch, Kogelberg, Brunn. And then Andere 1, Trausch/Kogelberg all get on. Pilopkois out onto the mound for Rolling Meadows.
Well, we promoted the softball game on Friday, but if you're a fan of board meetings, you definitely want to tune in tomorrow as the weekly village board meeting will be on EGTV as well.
Ariana Trausch ready to dig into the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As Trausch this afternoon is 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a pop-up to the second baseman.
Yeah, the pop out her first time up, single and a double since.
She takes ball number 1 on the outside part of the plate.
Line drive single to the left, and then that double off the wall in right center.
Now it's 2-0 here on Trausch. See if she's aggressive. 2-0 from the pitcher makes it 3-0 now on the shortstop, Trausch.
See if she gets the green light here, probably auto take.
Nope, and she swings it. Graziani trying to camp underneath it and makes the catch. Good job flipping the hips and reopening of that ball as the wind kind of took it towards the right side.
Not sure if it was it might have been a little bit of the wind, but also Graziani just kind of misread that off the bat.
Kogelberg now walks into the plate here with 1 out for the Grenadiers, the 4-hitter this afternoon. As she is 0 for sacrifice fly, though, with the RBI, reached on an air, flew out to center field. Left field, as she takes ball number 1. Kogelberg a little ahead of it. It's going to be in play. McQueen camped under it and collects. And now it is the 2nd out of the bottom of the 6th.
I just want the records to know that I was ready to go in case that came my way.
Brunn now digging into the plate here. She is 1 for 2, singled in her second at bat, flew out to second base, and as well grounded out to second base.
Come on, Lauren.
The right fielder, Lauren Brunn. Ball high on the right fielder.
It'll be 8-9-1 hitters due up for Rolling Meadows in the top half of the 7th. In their last wraps.
Brunn a little late on that swing, makes the count 1-1. As Pilopkois changed the speeds there and kind of blew it by her a little bit. Brunn now fouled that one off. 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs for the Grenadiers.
And if you're just joining us, 3 unearned runs scored by the Mustangs in the 3rd. That's all they've gotten so far. Grens countered with 5 in the bottom half of the inning and tacked on 2 more in the bottom of the 4th.
And now the 1-2 here from Brunn. Change up from Pilopkois. It's high, and we're even at 2. 2-2 count here for Brunn and Pilowopkois. Pitch on, and strike 3 looking on Lauren Brunn. Pilowopkois picks up her first strikeout of the coming in relief. And they are up to bat here, needing 4 runs to play on. Does Rolling Meadows, and you said it, 8-9-1. Vanessa Cabos, Taylor Brand, and Kaylee Del Bocio due up to face Gearinger here, looking to close it out.
I believe next week the only EGTV broadcast is on Thursday. You and I will be on that game. It's a baseball game, a crossover. Still opponent to be announced. It's whoever ends up being in the same place as the Grens in the West. It'll either be 5th or 6th. If it's 6th, it'll be Hoffman. If it's 5th, I don't believe I know off the top of my head.
That's all right. It's all part of the excitement, too. We'll find out next Thursday.
Well, we'll know before then, too.
Yeah.
We'll know after Monday. That's the last round of conference games in baseball.
Vanessa Cabos is 1 for 2. She struck out her first at-bat against Gore and then singled to the outfield against Gore as well. So we'll see how Gearinger attacks her.
You mentioned at the top of the broadcast, but all three games being covered in the first 3 days of this week against Rolling Meadows. Baseball on Monday got the win. Boys volleyball on Tuesday got the win, and now the Grand 3 outs from getting the Mustang sweep.
Yeah. Gearinger dials in strike number 1 here in the top of the 7th inning on Cabos. Vanessa Cabos.
Yeah, they had a lot of heat on it.
Yeah. Fired that one in. Fires this one in, and same result. Strike number 2. 0-2.
Cabos is not expecting 2 fastballs.
0-2 pitch here from Gearinger. Delivered, ground out from Cabos. Troush collects, throws on, gets her by half a step, 2 halves of steps. And 6-3 it goes down, and now it is Taylor Brand with 1 out.
Routine play, but Troush very good at making those.
Yeah. Took a little extra pump fake than what she probably usually is used to, but got her in plenty of time. Now Brand swinging on the first pitch, fouled it straight back out of play. 0-1, Gearinger dialed in.
Yeah, not a chance with how late she was swinging there that she was going to make any fair contact with that. Kind of surprised that she fouled it off at all.
Yeah, straight back as well. Here, Gearinger dialing up the 0-1. Change of speed. What a pitch. It is fought off, though, by Brand. Good piece of hitting. But was absolutely fooled there on the changeup from Gearinger.
Yeah, nice way to mix in that off speed. Very surprised that Brand was able to get contact to both of those pitches.
Now the 0-2. Delivered. Swung on over to Andere. Just gets her glove in time. Throws it to Kogelberg. And the second out of the inning. 5-3.
Mustangs down to their final out here. That's why they call it the hot corner. Andrade just about, like you said, just about got her glove down in time. It was hit so hard, though. If she at least knocked it down, she might have still had a chance at it.
Yeah, absolutely. So now the lineup's going to turn over here with 2 outs. Kaylee Del Bocio, the leadoff hitter for Rolling Meadows, trying to extend the game. Ball number 1 on the outside half the plate. (1-0) here from Gearinger. Now 2-0, low and outside. Del Bocio 0 for 3 this afternoon, as that's not like her. She is hitting .419 for Rolling Meadows. Just Gore, it really got the best of her this afternoon. As now she's on her front foot, hit off the wrist of the umpire, 2-1.
3 balls hit the other way by Del Bocio, too. Man, poor umpire almost gets through the entire game. And
yeah.
One of the last batters, probably the last batter Oh, that's frustrating. I've been there.
Smith takes her time walking onto the plate, going to give the umpire as much time possible needed to recover from that one, as the athletic trainer for Elk Grove has also went out there, checked on him. So Elk Grove and the outfielders also disband, and it's a 2-1 count here on the leadoff hitter, Del Bocio. Gearinger trying to close the door and earn a save this afternoon.
I don't think it's a save opportunity since it was 4 runs, but definitely.
She had a clean inning last inning. You're right. If she would have had a runner on and came in, it would have been. But good pitch there from Gearinger. 2-2, the count now on another great changeup by the pitcher.
That's just a nitpicky softball statistic anyway. Down to their last strike.
Gearinger delivers outside half of the plate, but called out, and it's 3-2 here on the leadoff hitter. Good take there by the Del Bocio. Gearinger delivers the 3-2, ball 4 into the dirt, and it now is to Kelly McQueen, who has a hit, 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice, 4-3 ground out. And look out for the speed on the bases with Del Bocio. She leads the team with 14 stolen bases. McQueen takes ball number 1. Oh, strike number 1. A little bit of a late call there, but strike it is on the third baseman. Gearinger delivers. Ball high on the changeup. Held on to that one just a little bit too long. 1-1.
Yeah, like you just said, just left it a little too late as she let it go a second sooner.
Gearinger delivers on the low part of the plate. Strike 1-2. Once again, Rolling Meadows down to their last strike. Good pitcher's pitch there from Gearinger.
Yeah, it's been called pretty much all night, too.
Delivery here, 1-2. Backed off McQueen off the plate, 2-2, back at even.
Hey, you got it, Lex. Let's go, kid.
Two pitch. Got her on her front foot. What a changeup from Gearinger to end the ball game on a swing and miss there from McQueen.
Yeah, great game by the Grens. Erica Gore pitched a fantastic game, going 5 innings, not giving up an earned run, and Goringer shutting the door on the back end. The story of this game was the 3rd inning. That's where the majority of the runs were. 3 runs by the Mustangs, countered by 5 runs in the bottom half of the frame. The Grens tacked on 2 for good measure, and they come away with a 7-3 victory.
Yeah, 7-3. Elk Grove moves to 16-7 on the year. 8-5 in conference play, 7-5 here at Elk Grove High School.
And that's also puts them in a tie for second place with Buffalo Grove in the MSL East.
Which is a huge step. You want to get that bye possible into the playoff or conference play tournament. So great job by the Grens. Huge win here on an opponent they should have beaten, as now Rolling Meadows falls to 7-18, 2-12 in conference. All around fantastic team from this Grenadiers. Anything else?
Yeah, it's just a clean game and a nice victory. Couple errors in this game, and that was the difference, as they usually are. And Chris, it was a pleasure calling this game with you, and I'm excited to do it again next Thursday.
As remember, softball will be aired Friday afternoon, right back here, 4:45 as Elk Grove will play. He is Gabe Newman. I'm Chris Randall. Final score here, 7-3. We will see you then.